dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't. Touchscreen and stats, booze off in the safe. They ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, Fiji water on the chain. You know, love where I ain't from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made it some. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge raindrops. Big back plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
말라야 눈더미 같이 쌓인 일들은 히말라야 난 얼마나 더 많이 더 일을 해요 사람들은 잊지 않을까 내 이름색을
Hello basketball fans, you've got on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland in the season before. They completely controlled the series 3-0.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
Banchero, that's good. Both these teams come loaded with sharpshooters, and Steve, we're expecting plenty of action outside the arc.
That's the modern game for you. Everyone has a three-point shot now, more or less. But in this game, especially the inside, might not see much traffic.
Now, here's Banchero after Ben Simmons' miss. Johnson in the corner. And it's off from three-point range. Outside, George to the inside. Here's Gobert. And Embiid pulls it down.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Pass to Banchero. Back to Holiday. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. No good on the triple. Williamson in the post. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Zion Williamson has a very unique game and body. When you look at him on the floor, what do the optics, Steve, tell you about him?
Well, my eyes tell me he's like Shaq, the big diesel, because few guys in NBA history can just out-muscle their opponents. Skill-wise, at that size, he is one of one.
Now here is Holiday.
And now in his 14th NBA season, just one All-Star appearance for Jrue Holiday, but that belies his greatness as a player.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
76% from the line a season ago. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. You know, Greg, you can make the case Jrue Holiday is the prototypical two-way guard.
And, you know, and defense can sometimes go overlooked. Just one All-Star game, but Jrue's impact perhaps greater than some other players with multiple All-Star seasons.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. George picks him up. Here's Embiid. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Simmons. Johnson with the block.
Tenacious swat by Keldon Johnson. He got that one.
Inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Down low. Holiday with the block. And he recovers it. Now here's Gobert. Guarded by Embiid. Another shot.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Portland moving the ball around. The kick out to Holiday. Portland with a new 14. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Pass to Banchero. Over Bain. Banchero, that's good.
And hard to throw Banchero off his game. That could have been a foul as well.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. GA with their fourth title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an all-NBA team.
Three-pointer by Embiid. The Warriors trailing. And here's George. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint.
Pass to Embiid. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Banchero. And they double up Embiid. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Clock at 6. basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year. So just solid at the line.
And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the quick three. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He's looking forward to this first meeting between these teams. He told his guys, this is a fantastic opportunity to show what we've got and what we're about. But we have to protect the rim at all costs, even if that allows them to get an open shot from time to time. Well, it's an interesting strategy, guys. We'll see if it works.
Thanks so much, David. And here is Simmons after the three-pointer from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Pass to Bain. And here's Gobert. Plays it up and banks it in.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
To the paint. Kicks it out to Johnson. Holiday with it. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
And stolen by Simmons. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Warriors lead by 1. Live from
The Trailblazers, 15.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And finished off by Gobert.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
Embiid wide open. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. To the middle. Short. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will.
Here's Gobert. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gobert's got 4 points this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Holiday, no one around him. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
This is where Holiday's really improved, working off ball and sinking jump shots.
Timeout called the Warriors. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Greg, Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite-level company.
What you respect about Zion, he's not trying to flex on everyone. He sees the big picture on the court and in the public eye.
And Carroll, that's good.
Terrible shot selection, but you've got to appreciate his confidence.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Now, the Blazers missed the playoffs last season for the first time in almost a decade. Coach Billups says, it's been a lot here so far, but I just know that I'm built for this. This is what I do, and it gives me the opportunity to stand up as a man to show that I can lead. I'm ready for it. Kevin?
I think he is, and he's embracing the challenge, which is fun to watch. David, thanks.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
And Holiday, here we go. Banked in off the glass. Holiday's got 5 points in the quarter. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
Gobert, no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Trailblazers. Back to Embiid. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Holiday. Portland moving the ball over. Here we go, one-on-one. Back to Gobert. Johnson with some nice D. Portland leading. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Simmons. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Well, he was in rhythm, hitting 2 threes in the opening quarter, but hasn't made one since.
Here's Simmons. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Portland. And after several playoff runs, the Portland Trailblazers, Smitty, decided to shake things up.
The decision to deal key role players shows they wanted a change in direction. They felt like their team needed some changes, but it looks like they still are aiming to remain competitive.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over to the left wing. Back to Embiid. Just 5 on the clock. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And it's a 5-point Portland lead.
Keldon Johnson really helping his team with some great shot clock awareness.
Inside, Gobert. Crafty move. And it's good on the layup. Gobert's got 6 points in the quarter.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Pass to Embiid. On the wing, Johnson. For the 3. And no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Holiday. From outside the arc. Gobert brings the double team to the inside. And then Johnson with the jam.
From super close range, Johnson is a springy athlete.
Simmons inside. And Williamson gets it to go.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Embiid. Johnson outside. Back to Embiid. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Trailblazers out in front, leading by a point. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And looking at Shea's game, there is a shiftiness to it. Keeps defenders off balance.
You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Holiday takes a three. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's Isaac. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. The lead is 2. Down low. Pass to Holiday. Banchero with the ball. The kick out to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. On the wing, Isaac. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
You have to admire the energy with which Rudy Gobert attacks the glass.
Kevin, well, his stats reflect that tremendous effort. He averages some crazy rebounding numbers, using not just his size, but also his expert timing.
And the stretch 5 capabilities of Embiid, just another layer of his game that makes him so dangerous.
Chalk up 2 there. Gobert's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the paint. Pass to Embiid. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Out left to the wing. Back to Holiday. It's Gilgeous-Alexander at the elbow. To the inside. Short. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Johnson outside. Here's Embiid. Gobert with the block.
Very cold start to the second half. 1 for 5, looking for some continuity.
George with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Pass to Banchero. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Banchero's got 9.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And George, here we go. Up and in on the layup. He's got 9.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now.
You look back at how the Blazers have drafted. They get a lot of value no matter where they pick. Great job of identifying and growing talent.
The shot by Ivy, no good. Out to Clarkson. Sinks the triple. And it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
Pass to Ivy. Portland again missing. Two big marks there, you're right. And the last two lottery picks for Portland before the latest draft, Lillard and McCollum.
And Kevin, McCollum has since moved on, but they have knocked it out of the park in the last decade. Great job of maximizing draft assets.
Isaac with the steal. Gallinari right side. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. 1:21 left to play in the third. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The kick out to Warren. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Cunningham. The three from Warren. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot three.
And good job there by Warren to draw the foul and get to the line. It's all about positioning, and he really forced the D's hand there to draw the contact.
And he nails the third. 1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. Inside. And Adams with the slam.
This is where you want Adams to have the ball. Can't get a higher percentage look than that.
Cunningham looking it over. Outside Warren. Pass to Holmgren. 6 to shoot. Back to Cunningham. And they recover it. Here's Nurkic. Out to the right wing. Takes the three. Ivy with the bucket. Ivy's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
The kick out to Cunningham. Here's Warren. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Warriors lead by 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where...
The Trailblazers, 43.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The Warriors leading. Now here's Murray. Pass to Adams. Left side, Clarkson. Sweet move. And there's the nice layup by Adams. And the Warriors lead by 4.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
They are dominating the paint in this one. Consistent work inside throughout the game.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness. Got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Here's Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around. Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Here's Gallinari. Makes it off the glass. Gallinari's got his first 2 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. You know, Steve, the persistent growth of Keldon Johnson is pretty impressive.
It is, Kevin. He is obviously receptive to good coaching and is committed to finding success here in the league. Almost across the board, you see his stats creeping up season to season. Given everything he's got, Keldon Johnson's a guy you want on your side. Why? He doesn't let up.
Timeout called the Warriors. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the last timeout. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Thank you, David. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync, and at the worst time, costly.
Portland trailing here. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Embiid. Now Cunningham. Back to Embiid. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. It's stolen by Gobert. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Simmons. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
To Gobert. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Embiid inside. Gobert with the block. Bain with it. Now defended by Cunningham. And it's George finishing it off.
I mean, he is explosive with this leaping ability. Paul George is well versed in finishing above the rim.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
When they need a score, Shea is willing to put the offense on his shoulders.
Takes a step back. Pass to George. Portland grabs the miss. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And stolen by Williamson. Outside, Bain to the middle. Here's Gobert. The shake.
You see what that little pump fake does? It gives the defender something to think about the next time he goes to challenge Gobert's shot.
And he knocks down the first one. He doesn't get the second one. Trailblazers trailed by 3. Johnson, a wide open look. The offensive rebound. To the inside. Moves back up. He can't hit that time. Gobert with the defensive effort. Down low. Here's Williamson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Big one. Coach feels comfortable going to Zion when it matters.
Pass to Embiid. There's the 3. It's hauled in by George.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
And finished off by Williamson.
With the reputation of a highlight reel dunker, Zion's always ready to put on a show.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Johnson. Launches it. Portland again missing. Warriors leading by 7. Simmons left side. To Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Embiid in the corner. And just miss after miss right now.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Unloads from 13. Bank shot, no good.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Here's George. The sweep, Silver 2. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
So we see the Warriors get the win here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay.
The way I can go to sleep when my needed me about 100 P. Paddock on my wrist, a masterpiece. Put some diamonds on her and some double C. One more, kicking my like I won the World Cup. Kick it. Baby girl need a crush. Hunters keep coming, you know that's a must. If you talking money, then we can discuss. Run it out, 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 run it out. I just stack up that money, I run it out. About who love me, I run it out. They gon' tell me my money, I run it out, run it out, run it out, run it out.
I've been running that money up, putting on. Ain't no into this trend, it's a marathon. Different breed, I might bust down a herringbone. Bought a flight with them racks in my carry-on. Talking about money, you know who to call. It look like the mall. My ethical draw. Earrings 150, why by the Daytona, been in the corner. Them rentals attack Arizona. Ain't getting no diploma. The freshest dude in the schoolhouse. You went took the smooth route. Now my pockets look too stout. Never enough, man, I gotta go get some more. go buy me a Texaco. Now I'm on the charts, so I'm running up screens. My still got what you need, though. Built my name from the ground, I ain't had no help. It's just me versus me beefing with myself. It was time I woke them up, they overslept. Run it up, still ain't out of breath.
Run it up, 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 run it up. Run it up, 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 run it up. I just stack up that money, I run it up. If who love me, I run it up. What up, they gon' tell me my money, I run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up.
This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Portland, Oregon, as the Trailblazers take it to the hardwood. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge. Joining us courtside. For the Portland Trailblazers, they come in off the loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee. And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers.
Say it, let them hear from you. Make some noise for your Blazers answer.
Richard on the guard matchup in this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
Now here is Holiday. Pass to Banchero. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Here's Embiid. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
You just gotta admire the strength of Embiid, able to work through that aggressive coverage.
Now Gobert. Good D by Embiid. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
Outside, George. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
GA with their 4th title, the combination of Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green, the single most successful trio in the last half-century in the NBA.
And some would argue the best trio of all time. The most wins in the finals ever by a trio who've each made an all-NBA team.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with head coach Steve Kerr. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. Here's Holiday. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Down low. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
Inside and taken away by Johnson. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
At the line for your Trailblazers.
And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Portland leading by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. To the inside. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's George. Rebound by the Trailblazers. On the wing, Johnson. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. On defense, the Warriors. They trail by 6. Pass to Banchero. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. Embiid wide open. And they recover it. Offline with his 3. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We've got 1:55 left in the first. George with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. And yes, it's good.
A good ball handler with an advanced offensive repertoire. George is more than comfortable in the pick and roll.
GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The kick out to Holiday. Embiid in the corner. Lock at 6. And here's Johnson outside. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Nice shooting reflexes on display from Johnson. He's got such a quick release. It is off as soon as he touches it.
Here's George. George double team.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Doesn't go for him. The Warriors go the other way with it. Now Murray. Back to Gobert. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Gobert's got 6.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Embiid the screen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And a miss there on the triple. Left side, Bain. From deep three-point range, a big-time effort for Joel Embiid, providing a lot of energy for Portland. He notched 8 points.
The Warriors. 10.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Trailblazers. George looking over the floor. Here's Simmons. Back to George. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Substitution for the Warriors. Zion Williamson.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's a 3-point game. And they double up Embiid. And it's Johnson with the jam.
And an impressive passer at the 5 spot. Embiid always has a great feel for when his guys are open.
Outside, Bain. One of your trademarks, Richard, was athleticism. From the days we first saw you at Arizona, and we're seeing teams really place right now a premium in today's NBA on that athleticism factor.
Yes, when you talk about positionless basketball, then you typically go to the guys that can do it all, and those are the wing players. They can guard smalls, they can guard bigs, they can do a little bit of everything, and that's why teams are looking for them.
Pass to Embiid. The kick out to Holiday. And the three off target.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Now, here is George. And here's Embiid. He's got 8. Kicks it out to Johnson. From downtown. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter. Williamson looking it over. Over Banchero. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career. And look at the big man get up. When Gobert takes flight, well, you are in for a show.
That's tipped. Pass to Holiday. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Embiid, no good. Warriors trailed by 3. Outside, George. Here's Williamson. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
With the ability to make plays from the wing, Paul George is a complete offensive player.
Embiid the screen. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson outside. Missed inside.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. DA, thanks. Now, here is George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket good. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Largely because of that length, Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
My fucking house. You just living in it. It's my model now. It's my fucking house. You just living in it. Yeah. You thinking too much.
To the paint.
Yeah, it's my fucking house. You just living in it.
To the middle.
It's my fucking house. You just living in it.
And Williamson throws it down.
What a leap by Williamson, fearlessly rising up and
living in it.
Down.
Yeah, what you got? Who's cutting out?
On the wing,
Who's cutting out?
Hell
no.
Bounce.
My fucking house.
The three-pointer, no good.
Come on, George. All the way.
Down low.
Until it's cleared.
Here's George. Outside, Payne.
Come on, man.
Williamson, the screen.
What, Zion? Are you jumping? Stupid. Oh, go get your own ball.
Grabs the ball. Portland trailing here. And Gilgeous
He's
Alexander.
retarded.
Here we
He's
go.
retarded.
Gobert with the block. George with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous Alexander.
Oh, you thought I was going to Zion. That's why you're watching Zion.
Shoots over Embiid. Gobert, no good. To the
Give me that.
Here's Bankero. And finished off by Bankero.
And for a big man, Bankero has a rare mix of moves. I mean, this guy can cross up defenders. He blows by people. Terrific handle for a guy that big.
Gobert, no good.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Yeah.
Embiid.
Get a little blood.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the
Kid, go get it in blood.
It's tough to find things to not love about Embiid's game. It's so complete. He's a true two-way player.
My fucking house, you just living in it, nigga.
To deal with on both ends.
Gilgeous Alexander with the steal. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Continues to develop his playmaking abilities. Gilgeous Alexander is an unselfish
right there, Jordan.
team player.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers lead by 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11".
Yeah, Steven. This nigga can't fucking guard you, man. It's my house. He just living in it.
He can switch on
He can't get back though. I mean, it's too slow. Okay.
teams are looking for nowadays.
Boy, Johnson, let's just say he's a great athlete. Wouldn't you agree?
Here's Adams. Out to Clarkson. Six on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Goes back up. And Embiid pulls it down. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Portland. The lead is 2. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Stolen by Holiday.
I don't like this. I don't like this. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Look at that.
Embiid inside the line.
Fuck, man.
That one off the back iron and out.
No.
Payne with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Inside. Gobert, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Johnson, wide open, he fires. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
I tell you that Keldon Johnson has a beautiful three-point shot. When he's feeling it, ooh, man, it's automatic.
Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Pass to Embiid. Poke loose.
Yo,
Simmons with it.
Have got to
He's
keep
been
running,
patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's
You
Gobert.
under the rim, Poppy. You under the rim, Poppy.
It in. Now just a 1-point Trailblazer lead.
Big night for Gobert. This team has become more and more comfortable leaning on his offense.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Bankero missing. And it's the Warriors with the ball. To the middle. After Bain. Stolen by Holiday. Here's Bankero. And finished off by Bankero.
When Bankero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Embiid with the steal. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break champs. Pass to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Richard, as soon as
this game is wild,
got
son.
right into this business, into broadcast.
Nah, I missed 2 fucking free throws, son.
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. Back to Embiid. Outside Holiday. Pass to Banchero. Trailblazers keep it alive. Here's Embiid. Second chance shot. Johnson, that's for 2. And stolen by Williamson. Here's Bain. It's all
Come on, what the fuck, Desmond?
To the inside. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. There's the drive. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. And it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead. Next to Gobert. Shoots over Embiid. Gobert, no good. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball. Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers. The free throw drops for Embiid.
And I feel like one of the more underrated aspects of Embiid's game is his passing.
He understands that teams are going to bring 2, sometimes 3. You have to make quick decisions with the ball when that happens. Embiid, he embraces that challenge.
And you see the muscle Gallinari's added to his frame. Now able to draw contact and still finish the play.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Now Clarkson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Portland leading by 8. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Nurkic. The kick out to Cunningham. No good from outside.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Up top, Adams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Warriors trailed by 9. Adams outside. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Pass to Holmgren with 1 on the clock. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. Wow, what, he have something in his eye on that shot?
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And it's Cunningham with the ball for Portland. They've led by as much as 10. Screen by Nurkic. Over in the corner, Ward. No good with the triple. Warriors trailed by 7. Outside, George. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
That's turned over in about the most frustrating way possible.
Violations like that, yeah, those will make your coach balder than me.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Pass to Ivy. Warren on the wing. And the 3-ball is good. Warren's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Portland.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Nurkic in the post. Over to the left wing. Holmgren can't hit. Warriors trail by 8. And here's George. Down low. Here's Williamson. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really awful.
Has to go Bear. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, defensively, Embiid can take over a game with his reach. Big block from him there.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And that one is good.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Second team foul.
Here's Holiday. Right wing. Out left to the wing. A good look from Embiid. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Embiid's got the lead up to 10 now for Portland. Williamson, the screen. Here's George. Back to Williamson. The shot's good on the assist by George. 9 points for Zion Williamson.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
The offensive arsenal of Embiid is phenomenal. He's capable of scoring in a multitude of ways.
Here's Gobert. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Pass to Embiid. Banchero with the ball. Offline from the high post.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
To the paint. Embiid with the steal. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Here's Banchero. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
Gobert double teamed. Crosses over. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Here's George. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Portland foul. Drew Holiday. Third personal foul. At the line for the Warriors.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8. And so he makes both from the line. 1:49 left to play here in the fourth. Now here is Holiday. Pass to Embiid. Johnson outside. Lets it go with the 3. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots. He missed but 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Embiid inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 12-point Trailblazer lead.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
So it's the Warriors now.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Portland.
If they had to battle for this win, there were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to it.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Joel Embiid.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Down low. Gobert with the defensive effort. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability.
Not